Yo, what's up, guys? Tony PTCG here. Today we're doing a little Blacephalon deck match and profile. I filmed one match here with my brother. We're playing against a Garchomp Lucario deck. This is something that I whipped up myself based off some other people's lists and whatnot. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a video actually on PTCGO of the Garchomp Lucario deck. So yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun. But right now, today we're going to focus on the Blacephalon GX deck, which is a new archetype coming out in the new expansion, Lost Thunder, which is supposed to release in November 2nd. I was able to go to the pre-release, so if you guys want to check that video out, I opened up some packs and talked about the pre-release there in a video that I put up before this. That'll be in the description and on the screen and all that. But yeah, I decided that I wanted to make this little Blacephalon GX deck after I seen a little profile and battle like a couple test matches online. So yeah, I decided to do one of my own. I kind of changed the deck list that I was seeing online. I added some different things, which I explain in the deck profile towards the end of the video. So you want to stick around and watch that stuff. So right now, I didn't really get the best start. I did mulligan a lot. And that allowed my opponent, my old bro there, to get a couple extra cards that maybe he would help him out a lot. Right now it doesn't look like he really has a strong start either. He only has the one Riolu on the active spot. And I'm able to get a Blacephalon down on the bench in my first turn. I'm ready to start powering him up with some energies here. What is kind of slow about this deck is that you do need to like get that turn like one attachment onto a Blacephalon because it takes 2 fire energies to power him up there. But right there, I just played the new supporter card called Sightseer. I was able to discard my hand and then draw again until I have 5. So it's kind of like the new Sycamore there. I got a Acro Bike, which is used to oh yeah, shiniest Acro Bike. Used to discard an energy there, and then you use that Naganedel to attach that O from the discard pile right onto her. So yeah, I got the 1 energy attachment on there. I'm kind of in a good spot. Now what I really should have, I wish I was able to do was get some more down on the bench. I only got 1 little Poipole up there in the active spot, and I need a couple more on the bench because I got to evolve them ASAP, so that way I could be able to discard a bunch of fire energies and then slap them bad boys back onto the bench and get those big powerful candy pop GX attack, cake pop GX attack as Andrew Mahone calls it. So yeah, going over to this end now. My bro is playing, so he usually doesn't play Pokemon, but he was nice enough to help me out with this old vid here. And helped me do a couple test games. We did play 1 test game before this, and I had won that too. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you that this Garchomp deck is not a top tier deck or something that you would see consistently. But this was what I had built up. I also have a Gas Can Mally that I built up, but he kind of knows this deck a little better because he doesn't really play. But I've explained to him, and I'm kind of explaining to him right now how to play. There we got the old secret rare dragon talent or whatever on there. Slap that on. So yeah, the thing of that sucks is you know, this deck takes a while to set up, and you know, we were getting some pretty brick shit draws. So it took him a long time to set up, which eventually pretty much allowed me to win the game. It wasn't like I was setting up the best either. I did take all those mulligans, which kind of sucks. You do play 16 whole fire energies in here, so you're bound to brick. That's a lot of cards. And I even play a beast energy too, which you'll see in a second is about to help me out a little bit. But yeah, that's a lot of energies to play. It kind of helps because if you want to use the Blacephalon GX attack, his GX attack, you discard a prize card, and you will that basically gets rid of a whole prize card. And again, if it happens to be an energy, which is a really good effect on there, then you could attach it on one of your Pokemon. So like, do that turn 2 if you don't have a second energy attachment already, or don't have enough, or whatever, you're in a good board position, I would pop that bad boy right off the bat, get him 1 prize lead for free, and yeah, if it just happens to be an energy, then bam, you got an energy attachment. So right now I'm getting some more Poipoles down there. You can see I got some bogus old proxies. They're just little slips of paper, because they want to print no paper for the proxies here. But yeah, I got a Poipole. I got a Tapu Lele for a Guzma, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm about to attach these energies on. And I attach the beast energy on. So I have enough damage to knock them out by only discarding one prize card instead of 2. That's why I like to play the beast energy in here. You just get that extra damage off the little basics. And the next format we're going into, there's a few evolution lines that are coming up. It'd be good to get those early game knockouts. So yeah, this little play test isn't all that out of what is going to be next format there. So yeah. Right now I'm just going to be able to get him, really get him back to back with the, he only has low HP basics on right now. He hasn't been able to evolve anything yet, so it's going to be pretty easy for me to clean up, and that's pretty much one of the reasons why I won. But this deck and this video kind of show off, you know, how consistent this Blacephalon is really, because yeah, I played another match like this, and you know, he had better draws last time with the test match that we played, and I still was able to come out ahead. So yeah, I'm excited to play this deck IRL, like, and have all the cards for it, and play a couple tournaments with it perhaps, because I think it's really fun. I just like blowing shit up, and it's just like really easy, kind of mindless deck to play. The thing about this deck is that makes it really consistent is like all the draw supporters that it has. You play the Cynthia, and the new Sightseer makes it so much better to just draw what you really need. You play a pretty thin line of stuff, like everything is like multiple copies, and it's all just like you only need the 2 things pretty much. You only have 3 Pokemon. You only need the Naganedels and the Blacephalons going, and you just have a bunch of stuff to really help you out. There is a the Lost whatever something the stadium that lets you search out your Ultra Beast Pokemon, and that really helps get all the Pokemon that you need, because everything you play is Ultra Beast. It's kind of like a closed looped system there. And yeah, again, yeah, in the deck profile at the end I'll kind of explain more like how this deck works and stuff, but you can see it working here, and it's working pretty well in my opinion. This deck really would like to play against like other GX decks, because it gets going pretty fast, faster than most decks can go get up going. But yeah, it's good to have like the extra damage. I do play one choice band in here as well for more damage. That's basically like a whole fire energy if you have a beast ring, and I mean a beast energy and the choice band on one guy. You're kind of getting like a whole extra fire energy there. So you only really would have to discard the 3 fire energy that you're able to get back pretty much every turn if you have 3 Naganedels set up. Then the only other Pokemon in here is of course the Tapu Lele, of which I don't own enough copies. But yeah, my bro just wasn't able to set up here. He only has the 1 Lucario up, and he couldn't get a rare candy pretty much this whole game, and I was just denying him all of the Gibbles and stuff like that. Right there, he just did a little misplay, because that Gibble had free retreat with its ability, so he didn't have to discard an energy there, which kind of helps because the Gibble takes a while to set up. You do need 2 energy attachments, but you do get free retreat, which I like. Yeah, I'll when I do my PTCGO video, I'll be able to explain that a lot better, and yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that one out, because this deck is like pretty much one of like that I've been with. It's kind of like my own creation and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to move on to the new stuff and the new format. Looking to play a lot of decks, looking to do some more test matches. Like, I really want to try out the Lost March deck that's going to come out. And this deck is looking like it's going to be one of my main decks that I'm going to play. Ditching Malamar and going to this just to like have some fun and just blow shit up. So yeah, I just, as you can see, I got the 2 Naganedels on the bench already, able to attach 2 energies from the discard in 1 turn. Some real good acceleration going, and then I only needed to discard that 1 to knock them out. I am getting ticked up with my Lele and Blaceph on some shrine damage, but overall it's looking pretty good for me. My opponent hasn't taken any prize cards, he hasn't even been able to get a Garchomp out. He's trying to use the combo right now, blindly do it. He needs a rare candy and Garchomp, so yeah, I'm taking a look through the discard there. It's looking like he's running out of resources and stuff. So this game is looking like it's going to be pretty much over. Scoop City, pretty much after this, when I'm able to knock this Garchomp, this Gibble out right there. Yeah, I don't even have a second Blacephalon on the bench or anything, and that's the good thing about this. Like, you don't really have to put too many EXs on the bench. Like, just save that space for the Poipoles and stuff, so you can get that on there. And yeah, I think I don't know what I would like if I would make any modifications to this deck, because I think the tightness of it all really just makes it that much more consistent. I don't really know what you could add. Like, hopefully we'll see some more variations of this in the future. I do have a few variations myself, but it's nothing like outside of the box or anything. Like, if you have a beast energy, you could maybe tech in another ultra beast Pokemon, but like, who would be good? Yeah, I don't know who. If you guys have any ideas, you know, throw them down in the comments. Feel free. I don't really know who else you would tech in there. Right now, I put up another Blacephalon down on the bench. That is the proxy. Yeah, that weak ass proxy. So, but I do get an energy attachment on him, on the 2 Naganedels, and yeah, my board is just looking pretty built up. I do run a lot of energies, so you have a lot of chances to discard. But yeah, that's also kind of risky. I haven't really bricked like that hard with the deck. Like, I did get the old 3 mulligans in the beginning, and that was the first time that happened to me out of the 2 games that I played. So yeah, take that as you will. But I think even like giving your opponent that much, like, there's really nothing more you can do, like, because this deck just gets set up so fast anyways. Doesn't really make a difference. It doesn't really cost a lot to get your Blacephalon going for a lot of damage. And then like everything that you have to help you draw more also just like helps you get higher attacks too, like Acro Bikes and stuff like that, where you're able to discard fire energies and draw a card. And like the Heat Factory Prism Star that's in here, you're able to discard a fire energy from your hand, draw 3 more cards. Sightseer, you're discarding cards, you're discarding fire energy to draw more cards. So yeah, you're just putting stuff that'll power you up in the future right where it needs to be. And you also have, like, even if you do get knocked out, like turn 2 or whatever, then your opponent takes 4 prizes. That's like a beast ring that you could use. And then you'll just power it up in 1 turn again. So yeah, that's why I really like this deck. It's like closed loop, tight like a drum, and you're just able to get a bunch of knockouts. Right now my opponent took his first knockout on me, but again, that unlocks my beast ring now. And you know, playing pretty much your main attackers as GXs, when your opponent does knock you out, knocks out the main attacker, then you could retaliate with something that just makes it stronger. Like right now, I am about to use the Cynthia and hopefully get some more cards going. I just need 1 more attachment on that, and I'm able to knock them out by discarding 3. I would need to do another attachment, I believe, from my hand. I have to do an attachment from my hand, and then I could use I don't know if I used Naganedel's abilities already, but yeah, get a Heat Factory, get some energies in the discard pile, attach that nice fire energy right there, and I'm able to do a double beast ring turn. 4 energies slapped on right to Blacephalon. discarded there. I don't so yeah, that pretty much wins the game for me. Scoop City for my opponent there, old bro. Got his ass. Unfortunately, he was getting shitty draws, but yeah. Hopefully you guys seen how that deck ran. I'm gonna go into the deck profile now.
Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching that one match that I played with my brother. We're gonna run into the deck profile now for the Blacephalon GX deck. Okay. I do have a lot of proxies in here, so just please excuse that. But I do have like most of the real versions of the cards, and I'll put them up on screen and stuff too. Okay. So we're gonna run right into the Pokemon line right here. It's pretty low Pokemon line. It's pretty kept tightly just with what you need. So you just run 4 Blacephalon, okay? Of course with the Mind Blown attack, you do 50 damage times the amount of fire energies you put into the Lost Zone from all of your Pokemon. Okay, and in order to get those energies accelerated fast, you run a 4-3 Poipole Naganedel line. With Naganedel, you can use its ability to attach any basic energy from the discard pile onto that Pokemon. So yeah, it runs pretty good. You can get fire energy pretty easily into the discard pile and then attach it on Naganedel. You're gonna have 3 on the bench pretty much, and yeah, you're just gonna run 150 minimum every turn once you have that going. Okay, and then as far as of course you gotta run the Tapu Lele. I run 2 of those right there, just for consistency's sake. You can search out whatever supporter you want, and yeah, it's good getting like the one of supporters that you run, like Kiawe, and like Lily. Okay, so that's gonna be all the Pokemon there. Okay, now for the items that we have, we run 4 Ultra Ball. Okay, we run 4 Beast Energy. 4 Beast Rings, because you can use Beast Ring pretty much attached on all your Pokemon except for the Tapu Lele, and yeah, it's just really good. You can just do a double Beast Ring turn and then you're pretty much set for the rest of the game. 2 Mysterious Treasure to search out your Naganedels and your Tapu Leles and all that. 4 Acro Bike. Now I use 4 Acro Bike. I've seen some lists that only run 3, but I use 4. I think it's a little more consistent and it gives you a chance to discard more fire energy and all that. We have some 1-ofs here. Rescue Stretcher to get the Naganedels and all that back. Blacephalon if you need it. And then 1 Choice Band just for the extra damage, of course, or you can get extra damage right on here. 2 Ultra Space Stadium, so that way you could search out all your Pokemon except for this. But yeah, that's really good because you can pretty much search out everything that you need. And then this is the proxy, of course, but this is the Heat Factory Prism Star. You can discard a fire energy from your hand, draw 3, makes the deck really, really consistent. Once you get that out, it's hard to get out because the opponent needs another stadium to replace it with. But yeah, it makes the deck really, really consistent. Okay. So now we're gonna hop into the supporters here. I'm gonna move all these back if you don't mind. Put all this over here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna run into the supporters right here. Alright, so we have 4 Sightseer. Discard your hand and then you drop to 5, so this is again good for discarding the fire energies. We run 3 Cynthia, again just really good draw support. 1 Lily, this is good for turn 1 of course to draw 8. And then another thing that I've been seeing is like some people playing Plumeria. I took out the Plumeria and I switched it with the Hala. Sometimes I'll get a Burst GX at like turn 2, just for 1 fire energy. Discard a prize card if it's a fire energy attached to one of your Pokemon. So I think that's pretty good GX attack. Of course, you just get 1 prize lead, and then yeah, you could have the chance to accelerate another energy. So yeah, it's really good early attack. And then later in the game, I could use Hala, shuffle, draw 7. And then I run 2 Guzma to get those easy knockouts from the bench from your opponent. And then 1 Kiawe. This is also a good early game. Just to attach pretty much straight up 4 energies, and then you're set to go for the next turn. Okay, and then for the fire energies, again I changed a little something. So I have 15 basic fire energies here. Okay, and then I also run 1 copy of Beast Energy, Prism Star. That's just to get extra damage on this. You could hit 80 damage, and then you could hit like 120 or like 110 or whatever. Yeah, 80, 90, 100, 110, and then 120, 130, 140, pretty much, if you do have like all this right there. If you have like the choice band and the beast energy. So yeah, it's just something to give you, since we are only attacking with ultra beasts pretty much, just easy extra damage, you know. And then you could also detach it, because it does count as a fire energy when it's attached to an ultra beast. But yeah, this is the whole list right here. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope to do more tabletop matches like this with some other decks. If you guys want a deck profile of the Garchomp deck, I'm also going to be playing that Garchomp deck on PTCGO pretty soon too, so you'll get a chance to see that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future, alright? Thanks a lot. See ya.